In urban areas, yes, it's going to cost a bomb. But take the example, I'll give the example of GMR. GMR, which manages our airport here, apart from other airports in the country. They've got one beautiful, which is almost matching with the best police training centers. They've got a beautiful training center in rural area, Penugonda. Sir may be aware, Dr. C.R. Naidu, sir, who is here for the next panel discussion, a very well-known name in the police circles and also in the community, because sir has been a great a builder of police and community. He has been a bridge as long as he was in service, even after his retirement. So they've got, it is at a distance. You don't have to think about training your people in the city. If you are deployed majorly in Hyderabad city, you don't have to think about taking land in the city or around the city. Go a little far. But training is very important. Without training, all this force can be a very let loose force. Training not only in, you don't carry weapons, I know, except, those retainers and all in those gun licenses for banks and all. You don't carry, but that doesn't mean that you don't require that much of training. In fact, in today's world, it is not the firearms that speak more. It is your behavior, it is your courtesies, it is your other, observation skills that matter more. So you got to train them. You have got to train them in how to be, in smart turnout, so that they earn respect for themselves and also for the industry. Then emoluments issues. It is always a complaint. In fact, the curtain raiser for this summit, sir, we had 2 days back with all press, sir. So the press was immediate to ask. There are a lot of complaints from private guards that they are not adequately paid, despite the existence of this Pasara Act and the regulations that are contained therein. So there may be some agencies that are only concerned about doing business and trying to recruit people at cheap labor. And particularly, I must admit, we must all admit here that it draws people, certainly, though it is a very big employer. So one of the importance of this is, as it already discussed, 1 crore security guards. So it is giving employment to that many people, apart from the other, overhead personnel and all who supervise them, who train them and all. But it still remains as one of the lowly paid sectors. So you draw people from really the downtrodden and also people from far northeast. So their security, their welfare is of paramount importance if we have to take forward this to the next level. So it can't be ignored. So there are complaints. Of course, it's more or less being addressed. It's not that it is too much and prevalent now with the act and with so much of social media presence and all. But still, I think there are some complaints which we need to address. The registration issues, just now I was discussing with our friend Bhaskar Reddy Garu, who is president of APSA. So we have 1,500 and sir, our chief guest sir also was evincing interest as to how many of the security agencies in our state are registered. So we have about 1,500 in Telangana, but only 500 of them are registered. Of course, there are some bureaucratic delays in this. That will also be addressed and brought to the notice of the government during the deliberations in the coming sessions. So that's it. I think, sir, this industry has come to stay, and it is only going to evolve further, grow further, and become an important element of our internal security apparatus, sir. And we are very thankful that person at your level has come to give a fillip to this effort. The Hyderabad City Security Council activities, I don't have to state again because our secretary has already joined, but I'll just tell one thing about our today's chief guest, Honorable Deputy CM Sir's enthusiasm about, the society and, making society aware. So when we broached this issue of a community radio for Hyderabad City and Tri-Commission rates, and so that we educate people on various issues, cybercrime, women's safety, traffic safety, and various other things. He was the first one to agree and then to clear that proposal, and the proposal is now with him, which he is going to clear, and we are going to get very soon. I think the city is going to get the community radio, by which the entertainment will be there like any other FM radio, but the remaining way, the time that they use for commercials and all, we'll be using to educate people. And we'll also be addressing issues that concern the society. So now, so without taking much time, as we are all waiting for the Honorable Chief Guest speech, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and all the best.
Thank you, Sri K. Srinivasa Reddy Garu, for your inspiring words. The unwavering support from our esteemed sponsors has made this event a resounding success. We take great pleasure in expressing our heartfelt gratitude to our generous sponsors whose contributions have enabled us to bring together the think tank of our industry onto this platform. I request our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Batti Vikramarka Garu, to kindly felicitate our guest of honor and event sponsors. I call upon our special guest, Major General and Dr. Harsh Chibbar, Vishisht Seva Medal, to kindly accept a memento from our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. I now call upon our guest of honor, Sri Kumar Vikram Singh Ji, to please accept a memento from our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. I now call upon our platinum sponsor, Sri V. Amarnath Garu, Managing Director of Agile Security Force Private Limited, along with his daughter, Ms. V. Himasri, the third generation business entrepreneur, to kindly come up and accept a memento. I call upon our gold sponsor, Mr. Srikant Garu from Capstan Services Limited. Yes. I also call upon our next gold sponsor, Mr. Rajashekar Reddy Garu from Sri Kartikeya Security Services. Sri Subramaniam Garu of Hawk Security, who has been the founding team member of Association of Private Security Agencies in the year 1981 and has been holding various leadership roles of the private security industry for the past 43 years. It is our proud privilege to honor him for his lifetime contribution to private security industry.
In the same flow, we'll finish off all the panel speakers. Yeah, I'll request all the panel speakers or panel discussion one to please come up and receive a memento.
In the same breath, I request our panelists from panel discussion 1 to kindly come up on the dais for the felicitation. Mr. G.B. Singh Garu, the moderator of the panel discussion. Mr. Sanjay Sharma Garu. I beg your pardon, Captain Sanjay Sharma Garu. Shri Mahesh Bhagwat Garu. Shri Suraj Sukhpal Garu. Shri Vishwanath Katti Garu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our privilege to request our esteemed chief guest, our, our Honorary Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, to kindly release the Physical Security Summit souvenir for the year 2024. The souvenir chronicles the journey and achievements of our organization and serves as a reminder of the collective efforts that have brought us together to this milestone. Thank you, sir. I now humbly request our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, to kindly address the National Physical Security Summit.
శ్రీ కె. శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారు, హైదరాబాద్ సిటీ పోలీస్ కమిషనర్ and also chairman of HCSC, and Sri Shekhar Reddy garu, Secretary General HCSC, Sri Major General Harsh Chibbarji, Visishta Seva Medal CDM Secunderabad and keynote addresser, Sri Mahesh Bhagavatji, Additional DGP Law and Orders, Sri Vikram Singh Maan, Additional CP City Police, Sri Kunwar Singh, Founder Chairman CAPC, Lieutenant Colonel K.S. Raoji, Joint Secretary SCSC, and Sri Bharani Kumar, Advisor HCSC, and Sri Bhaskar Reddy garu, Chairman Executive Security Version, and other distinguished guests and friends. It is so important summit which HCSC and police together organized here in Hyderabad, which is very growing industry and required industry also. It gives me a great pleasure to be present among us, you all, for the National Physical Security Summit organized by the Hyderabad City Security Council in partnership with the private security industry. And I'm also very happy that this summit is being conducted at a location which is the pride of our Telangana, with technology and its best in the country. And I'm also happy to see a great participation from police, defense, and social work, businessmen, professionals, and government bodies synergizing towards a safer world. And I compliment and thank all the distinguished speakers who had spared their valuable time to be here with all of us. A society can be truly safe only when all its citizens take on the onus of responsibility to be always conscious of their surroundings and be vigilant towards aspects related to our safety and security. The summit will be a great start towards enhancing the citizens' consciousness towards safety and security. The current growth of our Hyderabad city and the increasing urbanization of our Telangana state necessitates the need for evolving a foolproof physical security measures across the state, and the key role of technology toward the same needs. No, I need not to mention no additional emphasis. Today, the physical security role is largely undertaken by a very huge force of our private security industry. Where our Revanth Reddy ji, while speaking, he just mentioned that nearing about 4 lakh the security forces, private security forces, are working in the security agencies in the state of Telangana, which is a very large number. Our government employee strength itself, permanent government employee strength is nearly about 3 to 3.5 lakh. And this 4 lakh, the security forces which have been working in the private agencies, definitely it is very remarkable. And he is saying that nearing about 1,000 to 1,500 agencies are working here in the state, whereby nearing about 400 to 500 people have taken the licenses. The remaining 1,000 agencies are yet to take the license. They are all in the process of taking the licenses. In a regulated method, the agencies which have been serving by providing security guards and security personnel to various organizations and institutions which are very, very respectable and commendable also in the city of Hyderabad. Today, the physical security role is largely undertaken by a very huge force. The private security industry is a fast-growing sector and will be instrumental in providing job security to our unemployed youth, full-time or part-time employment of our youth through the government skilling and placement by the private security industry, and such opportunity may be reviewed and the opportunities be explored during this summit. The concerned government officials present here should take it forward with an action plan towards achieving the multiple aims of employment as well as enhancing the safety in the society. All the key issues that are highlighted through this summit will be deliberated by our government with a plan for implementing the recommended actions also. The government of Telangana will also look into the long pending revision of wage scales of the security personnel, which are believed to be far lower than the minimum wages, which are highly concerned for the state of Telangana. Being paid in the neighboring states such as Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are slightly higher. We would like to take all actions towards rectifying these to be at par with the best minimum wages across the country. A few issues that had come to the government notice regarding the effective implementation of the Private Security Agencies Act in our state will be addressed with special focus in the due course. I compliment the Hyderabad City Security Council and the private security industry for partnering towards the conduct of such a professional event, and I urge one and all to carry forward these learnings towards a safe and secure Telangana and a safe India. My friends, I really congratulate and appreciate my city police commissioner and other police personnel, and also the private partners conducting this, bringing a kind of a PPA model kind of an agency, particularly Hyderabad City Security Council, which is really very, very valid and valuable for the safety of the city. And not only the formal policing, informal policing also, by bringing the citizens, making them the partners of the security of the citizens and society. It is really appreciable. And I appreciate our private partners who are taking the part in this city security. And I also appreciate the city police and the state police also by encouraging the private agencies and private people to take part in the safety and the security of the personal, families, individual and society also. See, Hyderabad city is a very growing city. We are growing very fast, particularly software industry, pharma industry, and other core industries also. And Telangana state is more or less a city state with a plan of we going with a regional ring road and building of a fourth city also with the vision of the Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy garu. He is planning to build a fourth city and coming out with a regional ring road and all other infrastructure activities. So that shows our commitment towards the expansion of the city and providing the so many infrastructure facilities also. For the first time in the history of the state of Hyderabad, that the state has allotted nearing about 10,000 crores for the development of the city of Hyderabad, which definitely takes the Hyderabad to the heights in future. So with the growing activity of the so many communities, particularly gated communities and individual housings and other nuclear families, the security has become more and more, and even cyber security, other activities also, the city is geared up to protect all the citizens of the Hyderabad. Of late, in the city, particularly Anti-Narcotics Bureau and other cyber security, the state government is giving the top priority by providing all kinds of facilities. Wherever it is required budget allotment, the state is coming forward to give them full budget as per their requirement and necessity. That shows our commitments, government's commitment towards the safety of individuals of the city and the state. So we request the private agencies also, by taking the licenses properly with a regulatory methodology, by recruiting the rural youth into your agencies and providing them the proper salaries also. Many of the government departments, what we have been seeing and watching as finance minister also, though we are paying so much of money for the security agencies, some of the agencies are not giving them the full amount which is earmarked for them. So I request the agencies, see to that money, whatever the money that it is really earmarked from the government, apart from your cut and other things, see to that goes to them individually, because they are all lower and middle class families. So I request all the agencies and also the police department to have a close monitoring on each other and see to that it becomes a very, very successful HCSC. It should become a role model for the country and to the world also, because the whole world is going towards now private agencies only for this security first. With this, I thank you once again, and I appreciate the HCSC once again, and I conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your visionary thoughts and inspiring words. I request our Commissioner of Police to present a memento to our Honorable Chief Guest, please. I also request our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to kindly accept a token of remembrance of this Physical Security Summit 2024, and I call upon Dr. V.R.K. Rao Garu, Founder Chairman, Agile Security Force Private Limited, who are our platinum sponsors for today, and Shri Bhaskar Reddy Garu, Chairman, APSA. Thank you, sir. I now invite Lieutenant Colonel K. Srinivasa Rao, Joint Secretary, Hyderabad City Security Council, to present the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Firstly, we are indebted and we are very thankful to our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Mallu Batti Vikramarka Garu, for having spared us his valuable time by being with our industry, which has happened for the first time in the state of Telangana and in the city of Hyderabad. With the inspiration and motivation through our chief guest, we are confident that we will set a new trend of standards, professionalism to our private security industry. I'm also very grateful to the Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad City, Shri K. Srinivasa Reddy Garu, for having visioned such a great event at the very ICCC building, which is an iconic building, one of its unique kind in the whole country. And I thank all the members, governing body and EC members of HCSC who have supported us towards making this happen. I also support the entire professionals from the private security industry for having worked towards this seminar and for having been present here as delegates oblique as speakers. I extend my great thanks to all the speakers Major General Chibba sir for having been here, and all the eminent speakers, General K.R. Rao sir, Venkat Changavalli garu, whom we would be witnessing in the post-lunch session, and all the panel speakers. A very great thanks to all of you. And last but not the least, the media who have been supported and have showcased our industry in such a manner that it is inspiring the citizens towards taking up or synergizing towards being conscious of safe and secure in our society. And I really thank the Secretariat of HCSC for having extended their complete support and making this a reality. With this, once again, thank you. We meet in the post-lunch session. I will request the distinguished guests to join us for lunch session at the VIP gallery, and I'll request also dignitaries from all the speakers and dignitaries to join at the VIP gallery, and I request all the I request all the delegates also to join for lunch, and we reassemble after 1 hour of breaking off for the lunch, for the afternoon session of very interesting and insightful discussions that are pending. Prior to just breaking off, we have two young girls who have been very inspiring and have given the opening song as a pradhana, and they will be blessed, and we request that Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to bless them with a small token of memento remembrance from the summit. May I request HCSC members first, followed by APSA EC members to come for a group photo with the Honorable Chief Guest. Thank you one and all. We meet again, reassemble at 2:30 for the balance session.